Hello, everybody. We're going to be double checking if we're live first. But we should be live. Because we have some massive breaking news. Just massive breaking news. So just give me a couple of seconds here. Yes, it works. What's going on, guys? We are live. Get everybody in here. We have a massive trade to announce. And it is happening because I'm actually kind of happy I couldn't get it to work the first time, because now Frank Saravelli did say that the trade call is being arranged, and this is happening. This is actually happening right now. By the way, guys, so what do we have? What's breaking? Well, JJ Peterka, well, Frank Saravelli, says that the Sabres have agreed in principle to trade forward JJ Peterka to the Utah Mammoth, but there's apparently a contingency holding up the deal. Now, I don't exactly know what that contingency could be, but it is interesting that there's something kind of holding up the deal, because we obviously now have the update. If completed, and still a big if, would be a big get for the Utah Mammoth, adding a 23-year-old top line forward to the mix. That would be an understatement. JJ Peterka, first of all, just for fun, I wanted him really badly on the Canucks, and we are going to be mostly a Canucks Central, place talking. But this is such a big trade, I figured why not just go live with it? Screw it, right? Why not? But yes, Frank did say it's been arranged, so I'm going to keep you guys updated as this is happening, like breaking right now. I'll let you guys know what the trade is going to be. But yes, it is happening. I really wonder what the return is. Yeah, so let's take a quick look. First of all, before we do that, let's just take a quick look at what Jay Fresh has to say, because I know he's a big favorite. Kinda. Well, he says that JJ Peterka traded to Utah pending something is a young, dynamic rushing winger who does almost all the damage on transition. Also has a hell of a shot, by the way. He has a ton of skill, plenty of upside, but not the best defensively. Now, the big question is right now is the fact that his defense at 4%, is it because he's just not good defensively, or is it the fact that he plays for the Buffalo Sabres? I think that's definitely something to think about. Because it is common that a lot of people go from, Buffalo, of course, and they move on to somewhere else, and suddenly they're absolutely amazing, right? And even like a much better defensively as well. Like that's just the thing that's been kind of happening, right? But his stats, just he's really, really good. He had a 68-point season. He obviously needs to clear up his defensive side of the game. I'm hearing that a fourth is being flipped. Good one. Yes, Jay Fresh. Well, some people like him, some people don't. I don't mind him. Yes, 4% defense for sure. No one on Buffalo plays defense. So exactly, that's exactly my point, right? That's exactly my point. And he has a minus 3.1 defensive rating here from Donishizn. So it's, at the end of the day, what's the most important thing here, right? The most important thing is that JJ Peterka is a star offensive forward. We know that. He knows that. Everybody knows that, okay? He's a star offensive forward. And he's young, 23 years old. Giving up another young potential star forward, they better get a hell of a return here. And by the way, for the people that are just kind of late here, Frank Saravelli just let people know that, of course, JJ Peterka is being traded again. It's being arranged. It's happening. Just like, well, maybe I shouldn't get into that. The latest insider. No, I'm not an insider. I'm just a fan talking about the big news that's kind of happening right now. And of course, if any new updates come up here, I'm going to post them on my screen for you guys, so you guys can go out and see. But let me ask you guys, honestly, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about JJ Peterka being traded from Buffalo, and more importantly, to Utah? Now, let me bring up Utah's roster here. Let's take a look at Utah's roster. Puckpedia, Utah Mammoth. All right. Let me bring this up for you guys. All right. Give me a sec. Utah. Let's do that. Bring up Utah's roster. I need to name my roster. Utah. And here we go. Next time I'm actually going to set up, I can just share my screen, but that's okay. All right. Utah. 1. All right. Here we go. So let me add this to the screen now. Boom. Click, 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 and click. All right. All right. Here we go. Wait, Friedman just tweeted? All right, the trade is in. And my first, again, this is, let me put this up, okay? Let me put this up. I would love to hear your guys' opinion on this when I put this on the screen. Let me put this on the screen. Oh boy. There. All right. Kesselring and Josh DOAN for JJ Peterka. My initial thought right off the bat is that I feel that Buffalo probably should have got more than what they got. Again, this is just my initial thoughts on the trade. Now, let me put up Kesselring here. Let's get his stats up, and I'll get DOAN up here as well. Okay, so let's get Kesselring there, and let's get Josh DOAN up here as well. All right, I'll get him up right now. So, by the way, first impressions. What do you guys think of the trade? What do we got here? Here we go. Friedman tweet. It's cheap. No way. Kesselring and down. Let me actually let people know that I'm live right now, actually. Let me put this stream on my Twitter. Let me put this on my Twitter real quick. Live now, talking JJ Peterka trade from Buffalo to Utah Mammoth. Tusks up. Come join me. All right. Boom. There we go. All right, what do we got? Kesselring and DOAN. Yes, DOAN. That's the trade. What an underwhelming return from Tri. Tri's not a fan. So much for DOAN is at his dad's old team. Well, I guess when that kind of happened, when he moved from when the team moved from Arizona to Utah, I guess that didn't really matter as much, I guess, huh? The WTF. This might be the worst trade of the century. I don't know if I would go that far. Kesselring looks amazing at his role in Utah, but how will he look in Buffalo? Will he be Dahlin's partner? Well, it's probably an idea. At the end of the day, we don't really know what Buffalo is thinking here in general, right? Like, how serious is this going to be? How serious of a trade is this going to be? How are they going to maneuver around the lines in general? Like, I feel there's still more to come with Buffalo, so we don't even know what the full team's going to look like. I could definitely see him being Dahlin's partner, but I don't know, man. Like, it's what do you think, Tri? So Paris says Peterka shoots from everywhere. He's a spam shooter, and he shot 50%, probably closer to 12%. That being said, he'll get you to 50 to 60 points. Yeah. He also says that Peterka, he's not sure if Peterka has 70 points like he did this year, but he could be with speed if he plays with Cooley too. That's the thing, man. Like that Utah team is so young, is so talented. Like this is no joke. You know what I mean? This is one of the most best like up and coming teams, especially offensively in the league. I don't know, man. Like I just feel again like it just goes to show that wingers just I don't feel like they have the value there, right? Like the wingers don't seem to have the value you're really looking for. I don't know. But then again, like what Belusing says, when you trade your best player in a 2-for-1, it's probably a bad idea 9 out of 10 times. And I pretty much agree with him. I pretty much agree with him. But it does seem to be like a pretty underwhelming trade, to be completely honest. Let's see what else we got here. I just got another beep. No picks, 3 players. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Well, the Sabres depth chart is really weak on the right side. And if they trade Byram, who's left-handed but plays on the right, he would be the best right-handed D left. Yeah, that's fair. That's true. It plays on the right. Best left. You don't have a choice then, right? The thing is, like, their defensive structure in Buffalo is so bad that they need to mix things up regardless. And the fact that this is such a pretty significant trade, and not just obviously, you know, they lose their star center winger or their star winger, but they get some decent players back. Like DOAN's not a bad player. He had a really good year the previous year before. You know, last year, what did DOAN put up last year? So last year, wow, okay. A little bit less than I thought. He had in 51 games, he had 19 points. So, you know, what is the upside here for DOAN? Like, is he gonna go? Is he potentially could be that? Like, could he be a top 6 player consistently? You know, I guess he's definitely going to be at least a third liner. How many think? How much? 1 second here. Buffalo just got absolutely fleeced. That was the best offer for JJ. Well, apparently it was, because I don't know. Like, I feel like they could have probably waited until the draft. Like, let's think about the Canucks. Like, I'm a massive Canucks fan. Like, what would be the equivalent to this trade? I guess someone like Hoglander, and what's Michael Kesselring's? I would say Mancini, but are probably better than that. What is it, like Marcus Pettersson and Hoglander? Would that be? What do you guys think? Marcus Pettersson and Hoglander, would that be equivalent? Something like that? I don't know. How many points do you think for Peterka? Well, last season he had what, 69 points, right? So let me take a look here. Last year he had 68 points. He was playing on the left wing. Like, this guy's 23 years old. Like, you don't just trade 23-year-olds. And by the way, we have 8 people in here. Thank you so much. I literally just started my YouTube channel today. YouTube doesn't even know I exist. Just an FYI, I need at least like 50 or 20 videos to even reach the crowd. I think they probably think I'm doing some other type of channel. Who knows? But I'm just so thankful that you guys are in here hanging out with me. If you guys haven't hit the subscribe button, drop a comment too. I'm showing you off every single comment that comes through. We're talking about this big trade. Second line potential? Yeah, close enough. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A 23-year-old, 70-year-old put for that's scraps. I wouldn't go as far in saying that it's for scraps. I think that's a little too much, right? I wouldn't say it's for scraps. Just some. Hey, thanks, Sean. I appreciate it, my man. You're in Utah? I gotta check out Utah one day, man. I live out here in Vancouver, BC. You're stoked? Yeah, you should be, man. You got a fucking great hockey player. Hopefully you'll be one of the OGs of this channel, Sean. Because I'm planning to make a ton of content. Scraps, garbage. McDowell's is not happy. Are you a Utah fan? Are you happy with this deal? Yeah, Sean, tell me what you think about the deal overall, man. Let's hear your opinions. Let me take a look at Michael Kesselring's stats. All right, so he had 29 points in 82 games. That's pretty decent. He's 25 years old. Let's see. Curious what J Fresh actually. Oh, there's guys, there's something juicy in this. Oh boy. Let me just make sure this is not the Frank Saravelli. So he apparently, so let me put this up. So let me put that up right now, okay? Right here, click that. JJ5. And let me put this up for you guys. All right. Apparently, there is a contract extension in place. That's good news. The next question is, how much do you think he's going to make on top of it? But we have the full details now, the trade details here. JJ Peterka for Michael Kesselring. And I am pronouncing his name right, correct? And Josh Doan. We got Sean. It'll be like a live favorite holiday. Nah. No way. What up, Bubba? 25 points next season. We love Frog. You know, Frog is he's slowly becoming a bit of a Twitter legend, isn't he? All right, Sean. He's from Utah. He has his. What does he have to say here? Yeah, I'm in Salt Lake, and it's been so fun to have the NHL here finally. Man, it's nice to have hockey in Utah for sure. By the way, what do you think about the name? I'm sad to lose Doan. Kesselring is good, but makes a lot of mistakes. Well, you can say that about most young defensemen, right? He's only 25 years old. But you are the expert in this scenario. More of a forward defenseman. So an offensive defenseman, basically, what you're trying to say. But, you know, 25 years old, 29 points. There's something there. As for Doan, he in 51 games, so he didn't play a full season. He had 19 points. So let me look up here. Man, that Mammoth roster, man. Take a look at this, man. They have Keller, Gunther, Schmaltz. That's already pretty nasty, right? You know, Hayton's pretty damn good. Logan Cooley. And now they have Doan and Peterka in there. Man, that's pretty good. I wonder if I wonder what this means for the whole Bo and Byram potential trade, right? Because, you know, Canucks are looking into getting Byram, right? So are a lot of other teams around the league. Crazy like 10 million? I don't think that's going to happen. By the way, the rumor today that Bouchard was looking for an 8x10 deal. That's what I heard. Buffalo got a decent D-man back and a third-line forward. But both those guys have potential, though. Like, I think it is important to mention that both of those guys have potential, right? Both of those guys can be better than what they were before. And I think that's really important to mention because these aren't like some old veterans that they're getting back that are going to be 1, 2, 3-year deals. No, you're getting Doan and Kesselring. They're both fairly young. They both have upside. Right now, I would say you're right. You know, I would say he's more of a third-line forward and a decent defenseman, but they have potential to be a lot better than what they are. But of course, right now on paper, when you look at this deal, man, it looks pretty obvious that Utah definitely seemed to win this deal overall. But I guess Buffalo's trying to like kind of equal out their depth a little bit more. I'd love to hear more of your guys' comments too. Up and coming Utah team. That means Buffalo has room to trade a D-man. That's a good point. Which leads you to the next obvious question is what they're going to be doing with Bo and Byram, right? Like that's the next obvious kind of play here, right? What's going to happen here with Byram? Getting DM'd like crazy. Go live. I am live. God damn it. I am live. All right. Got YouTube. All right. Let's see what else people are saying here outside of the chat for a sec. What do we got here? Geckland says it's great for both sides. He's a fan. Okay, so here we go. Here's something interesting. So James Myrtle, he said that the Toronto Maple Leafs had been in the Peterka trade talks, probably don't have a package like that to offer. If they don't have a package like that to offer, then I don't know what they're going to do trade-wise moving forward here. I feel like they kind of have to build off the free agency if they don't have a trade offer that can match something like that. Like that's not a crazy package. It's decent, but it's not a crazy package, you know? Yeah, they should have had a first round included minimum second. Well, the Buffalo's not looking for futures, right? They're not looking for futures at all. Buffalo doesn't need the cap space. No one wants to play in Buffalo. But that's the case, right? Like, unfortunately, until Buffalo starts winning consistently, like, it's not going to be a great place to go, right? Like, look at Vancouver, right? Where all that drama, all that crap that happened with us too, man. Same shit. DOAN is going to be good. 19 points on paper, but a hustle like crazy and creates good chances for himself. The thing about DOAN is I have seen him play quite a bit. He does have a little bit of fight to him. I like I want to say grit. Like, he's not really gritty, but he's like, he plays a pretty fast and feisty game. Actually, it reminds me a bit of Hoglander, to be honest. Kind of plays that fight thing. He has good speed, right? The thing is, like, what kind of upside does he have, right? He's going to get a pretty decent opportunity in Buffalo. Obviously, they lost the forward. They gained a forward, right? I think it's going to be more interesting to see how Michael KESSELRING is going to do this and how Buffalo is going to be running that power play. It's going to be interesting. We don't need Byram. I don't get it. Hughes is still there. It's a lot of people want Byram for just the insurance policy aspect of it. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but a lot of people kind of want that to happen. With the Sabres having so many young forwards, Jack Quinn, Zach Benson, Rosen, Ostland. I'm surprised that DOAN was coveted by Buffalo, seeing as they have no armor. But see, that makes me think that there's potentially another trade potentially about to happen here with Buffalo, and maybe you have a guy like Byram being packaged in a deal with Jack Quinn, or Rosen or someone, like, you know what I mean, or Kucher. Like, the fact is, I don't think this is a one-off. I think we're looking at more here. I think Buffalo's really looking to tinker their roster. If it's going to work out or not, I guess we don't really know, but they're definitely going to be looking into it for sure. I doubt Van could do a trade like that without giving up DPD Jr., Tom Willander, and Lecker Mackey. I don't think it would be that much. Like, look at that package. Okay, so KESSELRING is a what, 25-year-old 30-point offensive defenseman. Okay, so, like, obviously Quinn Hughes is out of that territory. Hronik's out of that territory. He's too good, right? So the next person down would be Myers. He's old. That's not going to happen. DPD's more of a defensive defenseman. I don't want to trade him, but I guess technically it could have been involved there. I'm just thinking, like, Marcus Pettersson kind of fits that role. Like, he's around a 30, 40-point defenseman. He's a little older, though. So I don't think he would be coveted that. But something in that range. Mancini is younger, but we don't have that offensive flair with him quite yet. And then as for DOAN, like, we don't have anything there. Like, we would have to give a winger, and the only young real winger we would give in that scenario would be a guy like Hoglander. I don't know if they would be interested in someone like Joshua. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hey, Ethan, what's up, man? How's it going? Welcome to the channel, man. Brand new YouTube channel. I literally launched it today. Be the OG of this channel. I'm planning to make a lot of content, including mostly Vancouver Canucks. Oh, we have breaking news. We got breaking news. Everybody get ready. And maybe I'll pull this whole Steve Dangle here. I'll say, if you guys have Discords or friends or anything want to share this stream out, feel free to let people know that I am live. We have an update here. I'm putting it up right now. Update, JJ. And it's coming up right now. Update. There it is. JJ Peterka's extension with Utah is going to be 5 years at $7.7 million for $38.5 million. My first initial reaction is like, I think it's going to age really well. Again, 23-year-old, 70-point player. There's upside there. The cap is going up. I would say tad too expensive. I feel like it's around that ballpark, right? 7 to 8 mil. I think that's where most people had him. I'm interested. Only 5 years though, right? Like I thought they'd try to lock him in at least for 7, right? Like the thing is that kind of gets me is that maybe 7.7 is a bit expensive because considering the amount of years, there's only 5 years, right? If this was a 7-year deal, maybe it would make a little bit more sense, but it's just a 5-year deal. If they spread it out a little bit more. But again, the cap is going up, man. And he'll take him to a UFA at 28 years old, which is like prime time, you know. Interesting. What else we got here? There's some sad New York Rangers fans here. Jury asleep at the wheel. First, we miss out on Zegras and then K and now Peterka. The thing is, like, the New York Rangers do have assets, right? The New York Rangers do have assets. I'm surprised they didn't actually go a little bit harder on this. This is a bit surprising. What do we got here? His number is 77, right? Okay, is that a coincidence? What do you guys think? All right, one sec here. We have Thomas Drant saying the Sabres ducking the Peterka commitment, instead landing 2 players that make less than $2.5 million in actual salary is a very bad sign for their ability to pull out of the skid in the cap growth era. The hockey value they got back to Peterka, however, is absolutely fine. I don't think it's that deep, to be particularly honest, Drancer. I don't know. Let me. I'll think about that one a little bit more. But yeah, 77, 7.7. Come on, not a coincidence. Think it's a perfect contract? Yep, it's about right. Like, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's great. It's pretty much on where we're thinking now, right? So I guess Buffalo's trying to depth it up a little bit. Yeah. So what do you guys think now? What's Utah's plan now moving forward there, Sean? If you're still around here, what do you think they're going to be doing next? And as for Buffalo, like what's going to happen with Byram? Like it's the rumors are saying that it is happening. It is coming down the pipe. I don't know. Really interesting. Still think Utah's chasing a center. So Craig Morgan just said that he still believes that Utah is chasing a center. We'll see if it comes up via trade or if they use the number 4 pick. Oh boy, if they use that number 4 pick. Let me put this on the screen here. Peterka 6. Let me put this on the screen here. Here we go. So Craig Morgan said, still think Utah is chasing a center. We'll see if it comes down via trade or if they use the 4th pick. I don't know, man. Like, I know the draft is weak, but that would be a hell. Like, who would they be targeting in that scenario, right? Like, who's going to give up? Like, Marco Rossi's not worth a 4th overall, right? So that's not happening. Like, I don't think Anaheim's obviously not trading McTavish anymore. That's not happening. I think 68 points can get more money. Contracts end the same time as Gunther. Ooh, good point. Love Gunther, by the way. Such a good player. Sounds like Utah still wants to trade their 4th overall to try to find a center. Yes, I just talked about that a second ago. We'll get more into detail on that. It's good considering salary cap's going up. Yeah, and it's going up significantly. There's also a ton of good centers to target at number 4. Marner's probably not going to Utah now. And Caleb is a perfect center for him. It's going to be interesting to see, man. It's really, truly going to be interesting to see. But you know what, guys? 30 30 minutes. I think that is perfect as my first ever stream. For all the new people here, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. First time doing this, completely new YouTube channel. So drop a sub, drop a like, go watch my Vander Kane video, and I made a Demko video as well. I'd really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a lovely day, man. I really appreciate it. You guys are the OGs of this channel. I hope I see you guys every time I post a video and a stream. We're starting it up, and it's going to be on for a bumpy, pretty fun ride, though. Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping Utah signs Logan Cooley. Yeah, I see that too. Good stream. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it, Try. Cheers, man. Take care, everybody.